Hey everyone, Marley Silverbrand here with the Real Livers podcast in editing form, actually. I just wanted to come on here real quick to talk about this episode and a little bit how difficult it was to get this episode out as far as editing wise, just because some of the footage was corrupted and we lost Seth halfway through. Bless Seth from the Movie Friends podcast that recorded under not really the best conditions. He was driving to the airport using a hands-free recording device, obviously. But we he got disconnected from us, so he had to re-record his outro. So this I definitely did the best I could Frankensteining this episode together, but other than that, I really hope that you enjoyed this Summer Movie Wager results episode because I had a really great time kind of talking um, with these four other individuals: Meagan from the Tea and Popcorn podcast, Vikash from the Cinema Pursuit podcast, Kale, and then Seth from the Movie Friends podcast. We had a really great conversation talking about the top 10 movies of the summer and our results of the Summer Movie Wager. And I hope they all come back and do the Summer Movie Wager next year for 2026. Anyways, apologies for the way this episode sounds. I did my best to make it um, sound great, so you can hear this episode in all of its greatness. I don't know why I said those words in that order, but anyways, um, hope you enjoy the episode, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Real Livers podcast. All right, thank you. Enjoy.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the lobby, a Real Livers podcast. And this is after one battle after another throughout the summer. It's finally time for us to talk about the Summer Movie Wager results. My name is Marley Silverbrand, and joining me is the original cast of the Summer Movie Wager.
You say
Starting-
original. Go ahead, sorry.
Well, since you spoke up first, Kale Smith from the Youth Critic Podcast. Kale, how are you doing today?
Hello, everyone. How's it going? We're in the fall. We have our pumpkin spice lattes going. How's everybody doing?
We're in the fall. We got our pumpkin spice, but we're talking about summer movies. But speaking of someone that has all the spice in the world, Seth Vargas from the Movie Friends Podcast. How are you doing, Seth?
Hello, I am here. I am transmitting in via satellite. I couldn't miss this important discussion again. That's right, folks. I missed it once, but I swore I would not do it twice. But who knows? I might disappear halfway through this episode.
If you do, we will pipe you in and edit your voice.
Pause.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, we'll make an AI actor just for him.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
We'll do reshoots and additional
I'll
photography.
tell you what.
We'll
I'll
get
just
Miss
record.
Tilly to come through.
Yeah, I'll just record.
Do
a
I hear
bunch of
Meagan?
stuff, and you can edit it in however you want.
Great, Seth. You're creating more work for me, but I'll do anything for you, Seth. But Meagan, do I hear you from
Yes,
the
you
Tea and
do.
Tea and Popcorn podcast? How are you doing?
Good. How are you, Marley?
I'm doing great, especially when we're talking about these results because I'm on cloud nine. No spoilers for later in the podcast. And last but not least, my brother from another mother, Mi Familia. He is the host of the Cinema Pursuit podcast and co-host of the Commentary podcast, Vikash. How are you doing today?
I'm the loser today, but I'm doing good. I'm
We are
not salty. I'm not
We are
salty.
all winners, except we're all
Spoken
winners
like a
on this
true winner.
podcast because
Yeah.
we're all
First,
talking
you're
about
last.
movies.
I said if you ain't first, you're last. Ricky Bobby, shake and bake,
But-
baby.
Yeah, shake and bake. But like I said at the beginning, we are talking about the top 10 movies of the summer. We're going to be counting down the top 10 highest grossing movies of the summer and then getting into the results of the Summer Movie Wager and then revealing who the winner of that was. Without further ado, let's start off with the highest grossing movie of the summer at number 1, Lilo and Stitch.
Hey! movie.
That was the highest
I
grossing
told
movie?
y'all.
Yep.
Yeah.
With
At least
420,
domestically.
$423 million domestically. Was this
God,
a
how
surprise to anyone?
awful.
Well, obviously not to Megan, because Megan
No,
hit it dead.
Did
Wow.
any of
so-
us actually go see it though?
absolutely not.
No.
I didn't either. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, but Kel did.
I did, and I regret my decision every day. Yeah, I hated that I contributed my A-list reservation to
Oh no.
that. It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
It was not that bad.
Well, okay, it was not okay. It wasn't that bad, but maybe one of the worst movies of the summer. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, everybody. We're not here to discuss.
Vikash,
Gosh.
what were you gonna say?
No, I agree. It's not it's fine. That, and you're making a passable remake of something that we've, at least personally, I think most of us have loved since we were kids. Seth's a little bit
Mhm.
older, Marley's a little bit older, but I think the rest of us, we grew up on Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
And it's like Familia was not there. So I did like the actors though. I hope to see them in more stuff. But what's the next movie, Marley?
Yeah, I could not finish Lilo and Stitch, so I watched it on Disney Plus. But Seth, did you happen to see Lilo and Stitch?
No, and I participated in this summer wager all summer, and I didn't even know that this was the highest of the summer. So that goes to show you how little I knew about this movie. No, I have no interest. The only reason I would be interested is if I got to hear Hawaiian roller coaster ride, and I could just do that on my phone. So yeah, I will never watch this movie.
Yeah, as Seth stated in the first part of the series where we revealed our lists, Seth is not a box office guy. So I'll be very interested to see how these when we reveal the results, how Seth actually did. But yeah, but Lilo and Stitch, $423 million. It actually made $1 billion, and
That's very
I
good.
think that was a surprise to a lot of us that it made $1 billion. But the number two movie of the summer, Superman, $351 million. Seth, you actually hit this one dead on, which gave you 10 points.
Nice. Did I?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Icon. Total
Good
icon.
job. Yeah. Speaking of dead on, Superman, aka Dead on Arrival, the worst movie of the year. Just kidding. This was a fun one. I enjoyed this movie. It was a lot of fun.
Dare I say Superman was probably one of the better movies of the summer. Probably
Oh,
the best
yeah.
movie of the summer for sure.
It was.
Yeah.
I did not realize how obsessed I would be with this movie. Like, it was amazing. Like, y'all were spot on talking about Superman. I slept on it, but I was just like, oh my gosh, this is actually really good. So I'm glad I saw it. One of my favorite movies of the summer.
Megan, you really did sleep on it. You put it in at 7. At the
I
seventh
did.
highest. And I think
did.
this probably hurt you the most, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, it was a good movie. I've seen it now 3 times, and it's a good. I think it's it's a good movie. Good movie all around.
Right.
I've
Most
said so much
definitely.
on it. I've said a lot already on it. That's why.
Yeah, we've talked for days on it. We did a letterbox catch up on Kale's podcast and this podcast that you're listening to right now. But
And I've done my own Superman reviews.
yes,
Like
but
2
yeah,
months ago.
Superman's really great. The number 2 highest grossing movie of the summer. Moving on to number 3, Jurassic World Rebirth, $338 million.
Another movie I slept on when it comes to the wager.
I think I've seen 2 of these movies. I didn't see this either. I skipped this. Even though I like
I
Gareth.
skipped it too.
I've seen this twice. I've had fun with it, and for a while I thought this was like the better movie of July, just because I was not quite on the Superman train for a little bit. I don't know. This one was, but I mean, I don't know. I think this one's fun, even if it's not like scary or like and it has too many characters. Too many characters survive. I don't know. It's fine.
You're not
Okay.
helping the case for the movie.
No, it will never help it. I just feel like it's a fine movie. I mean it when I say it's a fine movie.
No, I agree with Kale. I think Jurassic World Rebirth is actually a completely fine movie, and it's actually better than fine in my opinion because it doesn't have Colin Trevorrow a part of it. At least it's a Garrett
Ooh.
Edwards.
Yeah. Yeah, Edwards, yeah.
Seth, do I hear you coming in from the void?
I was just booing the name of Colin Trevorrow, cinema's greatest terrorist, and I look forward to the day that he is brought to justice for his crimes.
Well,
one?
I mean,
All-
Book of Henry's a pretty good movie. I don't know what you're talking about, brother.
Oh my
Get out.
God.
Vikash, get out.
I actually
Get
did
out.
like
The
Safety
door
Not
is right.
Guaranteed. I like Safety Not Guaranteed after that. I was like, Jurassic World was fine. Everything else, I was scared of what he did. But hey, white men they're gonna fall and fail upwards. So good
Well,
for them.
According to the Jurassic World Rebirth, Colin Trevorrow actually gets eaten by the D-Rex. Spoilers for that movie, but
Spoiler for a movie I was never gonna see.
Oh,
oh, Meagan.
I'm gonna watch it.
Well,
I'm
are
definitely
you going to
watch
see
it.
this next movie on our list? The fourth highest grossing movie this summer, and that's Fantastic
Four?
First Step. Fantastic
Fantastic
Four
Fourth
First
Step.
Steps. The terrible title. This
Was
one
this
made.
movie
did-
good?
I did see that one, and I liked it at first. Actually, I really enjoyed it at first, and then I thought about the movie, and I was like, it was alright.
It's okay.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but Fantastic Four made $266 million. This movie definitely had legs throughout, and honestly surprised me because I think I had this performing the worst. I had it like number 8 or 7.
Better than me. I had it at 2.
Yeah, did I have it at 3 or 4? I forgot. I think I had it at 4. to go
You
with the
had it
vibe.
at 4 for Fantastic
There
4.
you go for Fantastic Four. No, that actually wasn't intentional.
I don't think I was that cheeky. I think I had it like 2 or 3.
Actually, let me look. Meagan, you actually had it at.
I'm scared.
Shoot. You had it at 2.
Oh, I did. Okay,
Yeah.
well, that makes.
Yeah.
I was on the same page.
But yeah, Fantastic Four, fine. It's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Except what, like, Meagan, you said it perfectly. Once you start thinking about it, then it just
Then
kind
you're
of starts
like, it
going
was
downhill a
alright,
little
It wasn't
bit.
that good. Like,
I like Pedro Pascal though. So
I know. I the performances are so great in this movie, and the performances carry. The story had much to be desired, and that's why I think it's okay. I said in my TikTok review that it's a family drama that forgot it was a superhero movie, and I think that's like the perfect way to describe it.
funny the way you describe that, because that's also another way to describe another movie franchise with 10 movies. 10
No,
movies in.
Marley, no.
Wait,
Keep going.
I'll
Let's
keep
He's
going.
talking about Fast and Furious for anybody listening. It
Oh
took me
my
a
God.
second.
Dang it, Vikash.
Dang
Okay,
it, Vikash.
Marley, train some dragons real quick.
Yeah, I will train some dragons because that's the 5th highest grossing movie of the summer, it made $262 million. I think this one. I think we all kind of were positive on this one. Like
Y'all
this is
were
all
like
kind of
hyping
like.
this movie up, like on
And
our
it was
first
Hold up.
recording. You were like, everyone's gonna see this movie. It's gonna be the highest
Hold
grossing movie in the summer.
Hold up. Hold up. Who is y'all? Don't include me. Don't include me.
Except
I
for
was-
Kosh, you were on my
I
side
was-
though.
I was never gonna see this movie.
No, yeah, I think we were the outliers for Kosh. We were just like, nah.
I was not on the How to Train Your Dragon train as well. I
Was
Seth,
that?
think I
aren't you-
may have said something
Yeah,
like the first one wasn't very
R2D2
good,
Seth,
so
what's
why
up?
would this new one be good?
What was that?
I think when we talked about it, I said something like the first one wasn't very good, so why would this one be good?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Seth's just being a hater, continuing his hater of
That
popular
trilogy
movies.
is that trilogy.
You want to know why Seth doesn't like How to Train Your Dragons? Because it's the same studio that made Shrek.
That's right. They haven't learned.
What do you have against Shrek, Seth?
Oh my God, do you have 8 hours?
Okay, never mind.
But what about Shrek 2? Because I do have to admit, Shrek 2 is the superior film out of the
Oh yeah,
Shrek
that's like one of the
franchise.
best sequels ever made.
You
It
are
is,
correct,
literally.
Meagan. You are correct. It is a superior film.
But
Right.
speaking of Shrek, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning at number 6.
I think I put that one at number 3 and I'm regretting it. I didn't even watch it, which is so bad because I was hyping it up so much.
I know, I tried to help it and see it twice, but I mean, that's just like a whole day at the movies at that point.
Exactly. It's a runtime for me. I was like, I can't bring myself to watch that movie.
Yeah,
I don't have the energy. I'm too tired.
it was sort of expected just because one, runtimes are not, when usually a movie runs long, it's not really a good sign unless you're Avatar or Avengers. And so yeah, it had an uphill battle, and it was fighting against Lilo and Stitch, which this is the second time this has happened in Tom Cruise's career. Tom Cruise, people forget, Minority Report had to duke up against Lilo and Stitch. So, yeah, so it was not, it was not a fair fight, but whatever, they tried. The franchise is probably over, unfortunately, for now, whatever.
Would you prefer like 20 more of them?
If it was different directors, yes. Like, I heard PTA wanted to do a Mission Impossible movie.
That
And I'd
would be
be like,
interesting.
and honestly, I'm like,
You
yeah,
want
if
them
we
to go
went
all the
back
way
to
up to
different
Mission
directors, sure.
Unwalkable?
Sure.
It's gonna be another 3-hour movie.
I want to
be
see
like a family drama again.
I want to see Cruise like try to like use his head, like the chin, to keep moving forward to get to the bomb. And he has 4 hours to detonate it, but he has to move 4 feet with only his chin. Like, he can only move his.
As the resident Mission Impossible fan, I enjoyed the movie, but I can't bring myself to rewatch the movie. Like, I'm gonna rewatch it, like whatever the 4K comes out. But even then, McQuarrie says himself, he's like, I know this movie. Like, it takes 40 minutes for this movie to get started. I know there's problems with this movie, but it's just like we edited this movie 4 or 5 different other ways, and this was the only way it was working. And they're like, and that is what it is. Like the scene with Haley where she gets introduced at the consulate. I think they shot that in like April, pretty late in the game. Because they're like, oh, we need one more beat before we introduce her, or else it's like the tone's gonna be off. So it's like they didn't want to front load the movie, but they had no choice to front load and front load and front load. And it works, but it's it's not as good as like 6. It's not as good as Fallout or 5 or 4.
Well, not to get into it, but that whole 40 minutes is its own, movie. Like, it should have been its own movie if that was the case. Like, them getting the kill switch.
Well, even like after like those 40 minutes, it's really just Tom Cruise just reminiscing with like, these are all the movies that we've made. It's like a graduation or family reunion thing. It's like, oh, these are all the characters coming back, and we're just reminiscing about the franchise.
So it pulled like a Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah,
it was what do you call it? Is it Mission Impossible 3 where it's like they have We Are Family in the movie? It was just that playing for 2 hours.
Exactly. But as far as I know, made $197 million, and this is like the most successful Mission Impossible, at least domestically. Like, Mission Impossible doesn't normally crack the top 10, so good job, Tom Cruise, I guess.
Sure.
Still don't like your views, but anyway.
But damn, you make a good movie.
Damn, you hang on that plane.
I actually dead hit this one at number 6, so I'm actually very proud about that one. I didn't think I was actually gonna do it, but yeah.
Good job.
But yeah, moving on to number 7.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
We're so proud of you, Marley.
Moving on to number 7, we have Thunderbolts * or The New Avengers.
Spoiler.
Oh yeah,
what do you
that's
mean?
right.
I haven't seen the movie yet. What are you doing?
Oops.
Oops, I did it again.
They basically plastered that across all movie theaters. Like, after the movie came out, they're like, "Oh yeah, the New Avengers."
We're just playing. They spoiled their own movie.
Yeah.
That's what Marvel's been doing recently. But
it's so crazy.
But Thunderbolts, 190 million, 7th highest grossing movie of the summer. What do we think of Thunderbolts?
I like Thunderbolts. That was good. Oh, Kale
The first
didn't
couple minutes are good.
Down.
I saw some good filmmaking.
I mean, there's some
really
good stuff.
Filmmaking.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good stuff. It's better than Captain America 4. Jesus. It's better than Captain America 4, but I mean, I don't know. It still felt like, what are we doing here? Who are these people? And I didn't really learn anything new about these people. I mean, other than Bob, I didn't learn anything really new about these people that I already didn't know. Assumed from their other, whatever Disney Plus shows or wherever else they came from. Plus, Taskmaster just shows up in 5 minutes and is immediately killed off. That I don't know. That just never. That just didn't ring very good to me. It just rang. Oh, we don't know what to do with this character, so bye.
know,
Killing off
sure.
women characters, I see how it is. MCU.
Yeah, I know.
That's what they did
Disney
with
is
Black
showing
Widow.
what they believe.
Backhanded.
Now, I honestly, the reason why I liked it is because I'm not really a Marvel girly, let alone a superhero movie girly. And since there was a lot of heavy hitters from A24, and I'm a A24 girly, I'm A24 stan, I liked how it felt like an A24 film, but set in the MCU. And I just felt that very interesting. But I could understand, Cal, what you're saying. You don't really learn too much new things about these characters from what I've heard. So, yeah, but I thought it was fine. Is it rewatchable? I don't think so, but I think it was better than Fantastic Four.
Florence Pugh got hers. That's all I'll say about
Yeah,
Thunderbolts.
absolutely.
So, Seth,
I like the message of the film too.
any comments on Thunderbolt?
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. Like as I watched it, and the longer that I get from that movie, I almost forget that it happened. I don't think that it's good filmmaking. I don't think it's a good story. I don't think it's good in the overall Marvel story that they're doing right now. I think the new Avengers thing was ridiculous. Yeah. So at the time, I had a fine time in the theater. I think I was a little surprised that I didn't hate it, but now I do.
You know, the crazy thing about Thunderbolts is sometimes I forget that it came out this year. So,
No,
It's just
see,
it's so
I
it's
don't
so
know.
forgettable. Like
See, that's
what
the
is
thing,
a
though.
what is a quotable line from that movie? What's a memorable scene from that movie? I guess like walking up that big shaft with their backs to each other. That was kind of memorable. Beyond that,
Bucky is crying right
going
now.
through the house of memories and then saving the world with a group hug. Like I know a lot of people found a lot of catharsis in that film, which I understand and can relate to because I loved The Woman in the Yard this year, and that movie I found to be very impactful, and then people hated it. So this is my The Woman in the Yard.
I still want to see that movie. I hear it was really
to a
great.
certain extent. Yeah.
A good thing about movies, at least for me, where it's like if you can't remember the movie, like after you've seen it once, like was it even a good movie though? Like
That's a
if
good
you just
point.
forgot it.
Mhm.
That's
Well,
why like
okay.
that's one thing I always think about.
Well, here's
Yeah.
the thing. Like, I think about how a movie made me feel. And I do remember a lot of the Thunderbolts. I just forget that it came out this year, but I remembered it because I feel like it just came out so, like, it's one of the earlier ish films. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, that was a summer movie. That's
Right.
weird.
It's kicked off the summer, actually.
It did kick off the summer. Yeah.
Thunderbolts, I think that's the first time Marvel's ever kicked off the summer officially on.
I'm sure they have. It's been
No,
like
I think
it's been like 15
Guardians
years.
3 did that.
What was that, Megan?
I think
Yeah.
Guardians 3 did that.
It
Oh,
did.
Yeah.
No, oh yeah, your Guardians 3 did.
was
I
me.
mean.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And
Hey.
I remember
Technically,
crying in the theater.
And technically, Doctor
Yeah, me
Strange
too.
2 also opened on May 2020.
Well,
Yeah.
everyone knows more than me.
Keep Trivia and Marley Ron. Keep going.
What kind of cinephile are you, Marley? You don't remember release dates?
And you somehow. Oh,
Fake
wait.
cinephile.
Fake fan.
God.
Well, speaking of fake, I don't know how to
Speaking of fake
transition from
fan.
that.
No
Let's
segue.
just move
There's a
on to
lot
the.
of formulas that
Do
be
it
going on with
live.
this.
Yeah, there's a lot of formulas that go on with
With
the next
calculating
movie.
these
the 8th highest grossing movie of the summer. F1 registered trademark the movie.
This is a tragedy in every sense of the word because F1 is better than like half of the movies on this list.
Literally.
Massive tragedy. Like,
I mean, F1 should have gone above like all these movies so far.
I mean, it might be number 8 in America, but it made $600 million, like 626 worldwide.
Yeah.
And F1 is, just as a culture, is a pretty big thing. And I think, we've gone through 8 movies, and I think F1, like 3 of these are good movies, are like good enough for me, which,
Yeah.
which says something that, 3 out of 8, geez, like, and plus this one, like, just this actually, like, Seth, I hope Seth agrees that the filmmaking in this one is pretty crazy.
I didn't bother to see this one because I didn't like the director's last movie. So,
I'm gonna assume he said he didn't see the movie.
Because the director's an asshole. That's what I got out of it.
Why?
No, I
no,
think
wait,
he
hold
didn't
on,
like the
wait.
director's last movie.
We lost Seth.
Damn.
Joseph Kaczynski.
13 p.m. Salute. We lost the soldier.
Yeah.
Joseph Kaczynski just took out.
They,
It was
What's
Brad
his name,
Pitt.
Poppy?
they tried to silence me.
They
But
tried to silence him for sure.
what I had said was I didn't bother seeing F1 because I didn't like the director's last movie. So
Top Gun
I
Maverick.
didn't feel like taking a 3-hour nap again. Look, we get it. Some vehicles on planet Earth move really fast. And put a camera on them and we can see them go really fast.
Seth,
That's awesome.
Seth, you need to watch. There's a couple of 3 Hindi movies. It's a trilogy. It's called Doom. DHOOM. You need to watch Doom 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
There
I
you go.
will. I will.
Doom
I
2 is
will check
actually like
those
the
out.
best one, but like, like that's more of our speed, where it's it's actually fun.
I think I
Yeah.
recommended that one on
Yes,
on
I
the-
did. Yes.
What's it called? Doom?
Doom.
HOOM.
Okay, I thought y'all said Doom with
Doom,
Dwayne
Charlie.
Johnson and Carl Urban.
Yeah, that's what I was
No,
thinking too.
not the 2005
No.
one. That's why.
Okay.
That's why. I see.
Add
I was
on
about to say, wait a minute, what are we talking
Bollywood.
that
Okay,
that movie
got it.
isn't bad though, but
But yeah, I can't wait for Kaczynski's train movie. That's going to be a lot of fun. He's done airplanes. He's done cars. The only thing left is a high-speed bullet train. And
I
you
mean,
know
what
what?
about
Maybe
Rocket
it'll
Ship?
star
Bullet Train 2.
Brad Pitt, and he can call it Bullet Train.
Yep.
Bullet
Yeah,
Train
dude,
2,
I was
Bad
on
baby.
a bullet train. And it was so
He's actually
enjoyable.
making Miami Vice. And I think Glenn Powell and Michael B. Jordan are circling that. So it's going to be
Right.
fast boats next. And then he's going to get to the
Right.
trains.
There you go, boats. Right, yeah.
Boats.
Yeah, gotta do both.
I don't know how I feel about
then you
that
get the-
because
he uses the Lonely Island. I'm on a boat.
On a
I'm
so-
on a boat.
Yeah.
I'm on a
That would be
boat.
so fire, like in a trailer. Like that would be so good.
They're not
Oh my
that cool.
God.
They're
That
not
will
that
go
cool.
so hard.
I like
But yeah,
Joseph Kaczynski, but I don't know how I feel about
Yo,
him doing
why
Miami
is
Vice.
Naked Gun not on this list?
What was it?
Naked Gun isn't on this list. That's
It's
one of
my
the better
fault,
movies
guys.
of
We'll
the
get the
year.
Naked Gun.
That movie was so fun.
We'll
My
get the
fault,
Naked
guys.
Gun because I
didn't see
think
it 15 million
Kale-
times.
I think you put that on your list, right?
Yeah, well, I thought it would be one of the best comedies of the year, and then turns out
It
Splitsville was much better. And it didn't even come out this summer.
But yeah, F1 made $188 million, which is surprising because it's an Apple movie and Apple just doesn't market their movies. But this is F1 registered trademarked the movie, which is how supposedly we're supposed to be saying it. Was actually marketed to hell and surprise to Apple. It actually did really well for them. So
I mean,
But
if
yeah.
you put a Queen song in your trailer, you're bound to get views. I mean,
Mhm.
Yeah.
All of the dads saw that movie. I took my dad to
Except
watch
Seth,
that movie.
but
Seth is daddy.
Well,
He ain't a
except
dad. He a
Seth.
daddy.
Seth is the only dad that didn't see the movie.
That is correct. In fact, I didn't even know that there was a trailer that had a Queen song in it. I'm learning a lot about the movies tonight.
well, do you know that F1 registered trademark the movie actually had a trailer where you can watch on your iPhone and it was
3D
haptic
sound.
feedback.
Yeah.
Your
It was
iPhone
what?
would rumble, haptic feedback.
Get out of here, please.
So it's like
What-
4D trailer.
What
right?
is this? Metal Gear Solid? Okay, sure. Is it going to ask me
Coming
to switch
soon.
out my SIM card next?
Oh, you're not supposed to give that away?
Oh. Well, Kale's trying to figure out whether he got hacked or not.
Yeah, am I really here? Or is this an AI version of me?
The ninth highest grossing movie of the summer was Final Destination Bloodlines.
Hey,
Woo!
put 'em in the dark
Yes.
horses. Let's go.
Right?
movie
Movie
was
of the
great.
year.
fantastic.
People like death, apparently.
People do, and
Or
in
they
these
feel
times
like
that we
death.
live in 2025, we're like, you know what? Let's just deal with the anxieties of death and, to feel something. And
I,
it was a fun movie. I saw it in theaters and it was so freaking good. I
I
loved it.
actually, like, seriously, like, a side note, I asked Marley if he's scared to die, like, not even, like, 2 weeks ago.
What?
We're friends. We talk about this stuff. We get serious sometimes. I'm not gonna say what we said, but
That's
the
crazy,
bloodlines, the bloodlines were running. I'll tell you that. R.I.P. Tony Todd, man, one of the
Yeah,
best.
R.I.P. Tony
Yep.
Todd. This
What a
movie
way to
was
go
so
out.
great. I loved it.
And also, I was really surprised that this movie did well too, just because it's relatively first time directors, and also, it's a legacy sequel, so usually legacy sequels do well. But I was just nice. It was nice to see like these directors like have success and people have fun with this movie. So, and it
Mhm.
turns out to be a really well made movie too. Probably
Oh,
the best in
yeah.
the franchise.
It's fantastic.
So.
It is like one of the best in the franchise, really. Like it's up there. It's definitely top 3.
Yeah, I wish I had this in my actual list and believed in it a little bit more, but
Me too.
it was a dark horse, and I feel like the dark horses actually kind of helped me a little bit here. So those dark horses, they can come in and they can help you out for sure.
Yeah, I will say, just as a final note, what I
The
kind
Final
of
Destination note.
yeah, exactly. So this was actually the last movie I saw at my movie theater before it closed, and so like I was actually kind of and I was actually surprised how good it was because I'm not a fan of the franchise. So, but no, I mean, I totally get it. I totally get why this worked. Warner Brothers is just having a baller year. If there's anything to take out of this, 2025, Warner Brothers just came back swinging, which is funny because we all thought after Mickey 17 that, they were going to have their worst year. And now, like 5 months later or 6 months later, we're all just like, holy shit, they were able to manage to have like each of their movies from Sinners to Weapons get like a $40 million gross, and unfortunately one battle after the other ended their streak.
Right.
But I mean,
But
see, that's the
There's
thing.
still another.
Compare,
There's still another week. There's still
yeah,
another week.
like
Right.
one
Mhm.
battle
enough.
and weapon. I'm not. Excuse me. One battle and Mickey 17, or call it auteur movies. I don't like that term, but like they're good movies. I enjoyed Mickey 17. It's still one of my favorite movies of the
Me
year.
too.
And
Mhm.
One Battle, if I really enjoyed it, it probably would have been, one of my favorite movies of the year also. But it's like those movies, I don't expect them to make a lot of money, but it's like I'm glad they got made, you know? And all these other things are IP movies and they're kind of mid-budget movies or higher budget, like not, $150 million movies that did make good money. So that is a note for Hollywood to take that. Take more risks.
Yeah.
We want them. Take the
We
risks.
do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
Weapons is a
thing to
risk.
One thing
Yeah,
to note about what you
absolutely.
said, Kale, about Warner Brothers having a really good year, especially a really good summer. F1, Weapons, Final Destination, Superman, were all in like the top 10. And I hate giving David Zaslav praise.
No, he doesn't get
I-
for this.
He
Don't give him.
doesn't, I wouldn't give him all the praise, but he was the one hired at least the team to push theaters back, push their movies back into theaters, and took away the Project Popcorn thing that they started during the pandemic. I'm not giving him 100% praise, but I feel like
Hey,
pushing
Nolan
theaters.
going to Universal and making a $900 million movie and not coming back got them pretty butthurt. Enough to give Ryan Coogler final cut, give him his rights for his movies back, and get a deal that's never been made. That's how butthurt they were with Nolan. So there's definitely a reason why this happened,
For
And
sure.
the power of Nolan, man.
I will, well, I mean, as a final note to that, I mean, I will say, like, if you really want to give credit to where credit's due, give it to the people that run New Line, give it to, or give it to the actual people that greenlit these movies, Mike
Yeah.
DeLuca, Pam Abdi,
Yep.
and they're, I mean, even though, look, I know we're all calling One Battle After Another a flop already, but, I mean,
No,
we're
no,
not
no.
oh,
all-
well,
we
okay,
are not
great, we're
all
not part of the
calling it a flop.
train. Okay, we're not, okay, good, I'm in the good group. I know some people are, but I feel like, we need movies like these. I know we all are not on the same page about it, But I feel like we all need movies like Weapons, like, F1, like One Battle, like Sinners, to kind of keep the ecosystem of Hollywood going.
Absolutely.
Not even
Exactly.
that. We just needed as viewers to see good
Yeah.
movies that have
We
big
just need
budgets.
to see good movies, exactly. And
Yeah.
I would also say this too. Okay, I'm a marketing girly. I would also say Warner Brothers marketing campaigns have been on fire this year. They've been so good.
I
They
think
are
since
investing, and
since
here's the
Barbie,
thing.
they've
Here's the
really
thing
been
that
on
other things are
something.
not doing. They're investing their time and energy and their money, insider detail, and their money into social media campaigns, which is where people are learning about these movies. So I think that also has something to do with it.
And
Yeah.
especially Final Destination. Like
Mhm.
Final Destination really had one of the better marketing campaigns as well. And
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But Seth, were you going to say something?
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm tired of feeling bad for studios when a movie doesn't do well. Think about your own like finances, right? Like, how much money do you make a month versus how much do you spend, right? And right now
Mhm.
in America, the overwhelming majority of people are living either paycheck to paycheck, or if they weren't to have a paycheck for a month, they would be in serious trouble, right? Now imagine if your profit for the year was, I don't know, $1 billion. So that's all of your bills paid, and then you have $1 billion left over. I don't care if one battle after another makes $5 at the box office. Warner Brothers is going to cover all of their costs for all of these movies and then have profit left over. They can, I don't care. I literally, they should be paying filmmakers to make movies. And overall, yeah, one product maybe didn't make a lot of money, but okay, fine. All your other ones did. So they should take that money and
Yeah.
put it back into paying filmmakers to make real movies like One Battle After Another, like Mickey 17. So yes, one of their products, two of their products, five of their products maybe didn't turn a profit, but overall, when everything is said and done, Disney is still going to make $5 billion this year. Warner Brothers is still going to make $1 billion, and I don't care. I don't feel bad for
And they
them,
probably
and
make
I'm
more
tired
than
of
that.
people. And
Yeah.
I'm tired of people making it seem like one movie doing bad is going to bankrupt these rich, evil bloodsuckers. It's not. They want you to think that just. Anyway, I'm done.
I'm gonna
No,
pick, no, I'm
No,
gonna pick
you're
that up
right
real quick.
though.
And the
One
government.
you're
thing
right, Seth.
is that
but
I want to talk
the
about
thing
another
that-
Seth
I
real
get
quick.
you.
Seth
Okay.
Rogen was talking about this recently, where he was like, all you need is one movie. You need something like a Sinners to change their views. You need
Mhm.
movies like this, where it's like they're always gonna say, oh, we're doing bad, this, that, and the other. They're gonna keep complaining, but then you'll have a movie like Sinners, like, oh yeah, everything's good, we're really doing well. And then, they might greenlit something because they saw something like that. We need these
Right.
movies, not just because, even if they do make money, if they don't make money, you gave freaking Bong Joon-ho this money to make a movie, and I thought it was great. You
I
gave,
thought it was
Yeah.
great too.
you gave Paul this much money to make this movie, and he never asked for money because he doesn't want any like producers meddling with his work. And
Mhm.
it's a singular movie. It is Paul's movie, without a doubt. No one else could make that movie. And
Absolutely.
you can see
Yeah.
the budget on screen. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
not like, and then on top of that, they can say they took a loss, but they're going to go market that movie and win Oscars, get
Oh,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
This is going to be their
Yeah.
So
Oscar
it's
movie.
their-
That and Sinners. Yeah.
Seth is
Yeah.
100% right. They're not losing
I'm
nothing.
just saying, like, we look at the numbers, right? And so you'll say, oh, they spent $100 million and they only profited $2 million. Are you insane? $2 million? Do you know how much $2 million profit is? If I sold a pizza for $30 and it cost me $29, I still made $1. That's a profit. So anyway, these companies have us all, wrapped around their finger, worrying about their future. Who cares? Where is TriStone? Where is all production companies come and go? It doesn't matter. None of this matters. Zaslav should be, Marley, you can bleep this part out, but these rich people, they don't deserve our heart and our mind and our worry. We give them our money, and end of story. Anyway, Sorry.
If I may clarify, I'm not
Amen.
worried because at the end of the day, this was their last movie of the year. Like Mortal Kombat 2 moved to the summer, so this is their
Mhm.
last movie of the year. So I mean, if this one just didn't work out, I mean, whatever. They still had a great year. They still accomplished a lot. So, and no, I don't feel bad for Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
I'm just very. I
don't either.
I want more directors like PTA to get these kind of budgets and get like real budgets to make like these big movies,
Yeah.
So that's more of where I come from.
And you want more directors like Zach Cregger's getting money to make movies like Weapons, which is the 10th highest grossing movie of the summer,
You know,
Which was
making
so
135 million.
Which was
This-
so surprising, but I'm so glad it happened. Like, this is like the thing about the summer movie wager is that it was so unpredictable
Mhm.
because, like, a lot of the movies that you think were going to be the highest grossing ones were not. And then it's like, then you get things like Final Destination and Weapons being in the top 10. Like, that never happens, especially for horror films. So
But
I hope that more studios are investing in horror because
Mhm.
this was such a great year for horror films, like across the board. And I just want to see more movies like this. And I'm starting to see like more studios are like, promoting more horror films.
I think it's worth mentioning, Marley, that this movie wasn't coming out this summer when we talked about it last. They took it from January and put it in August after we
Mhm.
talked about the movie, or else it would have been on my list. Because this movie, it was testing really well apparently, and they liked it in house so much. And Zach got $10 million from Sony to make a Resident Evil movie, which like is unheard of to give to a director besides like a Nolan or who's the Avatar, Jim
What-
Cameron. Yeah.
Kale put Weapons in his dark horses. So
Wait,
Well,
it
so
was?
yeah, no, so it just had moved. Like it just had moved
Okay,
to
okay.
August, like when we were doing this list. So it was actually pretty much like but even then, like they were already starting the marketing campaign, and right there from the get-go, from the campaign, I kind of was already getting a vibe of either the movie's going to be really shitty and it's bombs, or this is going to be a great movie and it's going to have legs throughout August and it's going to make a lot of money. So that's why I put it in the dark horses because sometimes with these movies with their, very elaborate campaigns, elaborate hooks, they don't always have like the satisfying ending. They don't always like, match the excitement.
You're right about that.
So
Because Weapons, I was scared that they're not going to land the ending where it's like certain movies, they show like there's a lot of horror stuff going on, but they don't explain what's going on. But they explain what's going on in Weapons, and I think it is very cathartic. Did Seth see it? I don't know if he saw it. The catharsis in that movie was great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did see it, and I totally disagree. I think they explained way too much. I think it was better when it was more mysterious. And it feels like a lot of movies lately, especially horror films, are going out of their way. And I don't know if it's studio direction because they know that people are watching at home on their phones and they need things explained to them because they weren't paying attention. But I really like the first 70% of Weapons, and then I think it kind of falls apart. And I didn't like Gregor backing off of the whole school shooting allegory. I thought that was really cowardly on his part and kind of irresponsible to inject into a story of that nature in our current culture. I still think it's a good movie, and I think that he's a good filmmaker. But I liked it. It was funny. I like the hot dogs. I'm a big hot dog fan.
yes, so is Mark Wahlberg too, from The
That's
Happening.
right. That's right.
Oh yeah, he really likes hot dogs.
Yeah.
you and
Yeah.
your M. Night Shyamalan, Marley. Sorry, go ahead.
Well,
Megan.
the best movie ever, The Happening, along with Weapons. Two funny movies. So
I was not expecting Weapons to be so funny, and I'm so glad it was. Like, it was so good. Like, I almost didn't watch Weapons, and I'm like really glad that I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna see it anyway. And yeah, like one of my mutuals, Levi, he convinced me to watch it, so I was just like, all right, I'm gonna watch it. And
Yeah,
I mean,
Weapons
I had
really
family. I literally had family in the credits. I had to go.
That's-
Very cool.
Vikash with the name drop.
I
I know.
know. Come on, Vikash.
They
Well, you
filmed-
didn't drop a name, but
and,
Connect up.
Filmed in Atlanta.
You're related to Josh Brolin?
Yes, you didn't know? He's on
No.
my dad's side. He's actually pretty chill. He was here. We were eating Thai food the other
Josh
day.
Brolin is everyone's dad.
Yep.
I mean, he's my
Mhm.
unc.
My
I did want to ask a question though. Not any of these movies. I mean, it could be one of these movies, but what's everybody's favorite movie of the summer? Like, even if just from what you've seen.
It's Superman. Superman's my favorite movie this summer.
Well, I don't know what
This-
came out this summer.
Mine is, I think mine is a tie between like, let's say Materialist, Eddington.
Oh,
That's like
materialistic.
those two are my favorites.
There's like, for me, it's definitely like a top 3-ish. I don't know, because like I feel like there's movies that are good quality and there's movies that are fun to watch. And I feel like there was a lot of movies that were just fun to watch. Like I would say, well actually yeah, I would say Bloodlines was really good. And then of course Weapons, and Superman was great. Again, I was like obsessed with it for a little bit. So I would say those were my top 3 of the summer. But also like as far as like theater experiences and how fun it was, Naked Gun. Like that was
Yeah.
so awesome. Like that needed to be watched in theaters. Yeah, I had a great time.
Can I give a shout out to Freakier Friday?
Yeah,
Sure,
Freakier Friday
yeah.
was
Yeah,
fun too.
Directed by
I
an
loved
Indian
that.
woman.
Yes, as all films should be.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with Freakier Friday, and I really don't have any nostalgia for the original,
Mm-hmm.
Really?
but I just thought it was very well acted, and Lindsay Lohan's given a fun performance. That really surprised me. And then this didn't come to theaters, but I think my biggest surprise of this summer was Happy Gilmore 2, another movie that I have no nostalgia for, the original, but it was funny. I was laughing. I cried 4 times watching Happy Gilmore 2. Yeah, and then probably Materialists is also up there. I really like that one.
Oh, K-pop Demon
And-
Hunters
yeah,
too.
I was gonna
We're talking
say-
Oh, yeah.
about like movies that didn't actually like come out in theater. Well, actually, no. K-pop
And-
Demon Hunters did briefly. That
Well,
was fun.
and K-pop Demon Hunters actually stole some of Freakier Friday and Weapons kind of like thunder a little bit for that like 2-day weekend.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it made like
They were
20
like-
mil at least. So I mean,
Freakier Friday and Weapons were really battling it out for that number 10 spot, and
Yeah.
Freakier Friday just came in at number 11 with 82 million. I was a little bit bummed out about that one because that was a dark horse for me, but
Yeah, me
Uh,
too. Mine
and
was on
then,
the top 10. I'm like so bummed out, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed that movie too. It was really fun.
does the Phoenician Scheme count as a summer movie?
yeah,
yes.
of course, that was June. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd put that up there too.
My favorite movies of the summer is kind of a tie between 28 Years Later and K-pop Demon
Ooh.
Hunters.
Mhm.
Like I know those are two differently radical movies, but I love like one, I love the
Radical movies?
experience. Well, they're like different, like they're like radically different movies, but I love like the theater experience of watching K-pop Demon Hunters. Like I thought I was gonna not have a good time, but by the time I was at the end of the movie, I mean, I was like in euphoria. Like I felt like I was floating, and levitating. So, but 20 years later, that surprised me so much because I felt like the zombie genre was kind of. I thought we had said goodbye to the zombie genre, and then of course Danny Boyle and Alex Garland like make this very compassionate, beautiful allegory to to grief and
Ugh.
and growing up and loss of adolescence. Oh no, I scared Vikash away.
Well, it's because you called 28 Years Later a beautiful allegory.
Hey, I still need to see it. I'm literally going to be watching it this week, and it is Zach's
Did it,
favorite movie
Vikash?
of the year.
Yeah,
It's-
I need
he was
to.
like,
I
"Oh,
need
it-
to watch it too.
He was like, "Oh, like one battle after another." Nah, 28 Years Later is still my favorite movie.
Biggest
Yeah.
disappointment for me.
Well, Marley, it's okay,
Yeah.
But no, I really like 28 Years Later. F1 was good, and then I've seen Weapons, and I feel like Weapons gets better on the second viewing once you
Mhm.
kind of get over the, waiting for the reveal, and then you kind of just let like all the pieces kind of connect. Because I feel like that movie is a lot better. I feel like everything kind of connects better once you know, and you're not like having to wait for like the big reveal. So Weapons is up there. Other than that, I mean, there was good movies. It was just like it really was just down to like 3 or 4 movies that really made the cut for me as in terms of great movies. So yeah.
Yeah. I liked Weapons a lot. I thought Zach Krager is kind of like I thought Barbarian was okay.
Same.
Like,
Same.
Same.
And
that was another reason why I was kind of like, I don't know.
yeah, but
yeah.
I'm kind of with Seth a little bit on weapons, though. I feel like it kind of falls apart a little bit in the third act, and just I'm like, what am I even watching? Like, what are you even doing here? So, but maybe it'll actually make more sense on a rewatch. But I'm not sure if
I'd argue that it might devolve in a rewatch.
That's what
I
I was kind of
disagree.
thinking too. That's my concern too. It's like, would it be better upon rewatch? But the first watch though, I enjoyed it. It was so much fun, and that was another fun theater experience that I had too. It was only a few people in the theater, but we all had a great time. Though separate groups and everything.
Right.
We were like
But
basically
yeah.
talking at the screen. It was so.
I forgot one more. Sorry, one more good summer movie, even though it's technically a streaming movie. Highest to Lowest.
Yeah,
That was a
I
great.
mean, I saw it in theaters.
absolutely.
Same.
Yeah, I saw it
Me
in
too.
theaters as
It's
well.
so
Same, but
good.
Same, but it just was. But I mean, unfortunately, it's now. It only came out like on streaming just a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But it technically came out in August, so in theaters. So, but yeah, great movie. I wish like it had gotten a wider release so more people could see it.
Me
you
too.
know, but yeah, I love Highest to Lowest. So
I mean,
almost
it's a
forgot about
good
that
like
one.
dad movie.
Ditto.
It's an old head movie.
I
you
know, it's
know,
one of
It
those
is
we
an
used to
old
make
head
those.
movie.
all money ain't good money.
Mhm. Absolutely.
That's all it is.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
one of those
Yeah.
we. It's
Don't
one of
let
those
the
we
That's
used
what
to
Seth
make
was
those.
just saying. That's literally what Seth was saying. All money ain't good money.
Dads know something.
Dads do
Listen
know
to your
something.
dad.
That's
Dads
right.
are wise.
That's right.
Pack out the trunk from the front to the back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not the-
But those are
yeah,
the
don't
top
let
10.
the film bros gaslight you to thinking it's a bad movie. It's a good movie.
Those are the top 10.
They
Highest
hated
grossing-
the score. That's all. I mean, like y'all. I mean,
The score. is
we're
so
not gonna have
good.
that conversation right now. It's like just let the man like his scores always sound like that.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
literally,
Marley.
he always does the jazz scores. That's like his thing. Like, have y'all not seen a freaking Spike Lee movie? They have not.
Clearly not.
Apparently.
But yeah,
Okay.
those are the top 10 highest grossing movies of the summer. Like Megan said, it was very predictable, but also unpredictable, I will also add as well. But let's get into the results to see who came out on top.
Hey.
Surprise! I won. I won.
I won again.
Hey,
You
like
beat
I
me
said
to
at
it,
the
Vikash.
beginning, we are all winners here because we all watched movies. And
We are the
Okay.
champions.
yeah. So starting out with dead last. I'm sorry, Vikash.
I'm deader than 28 days later.
28 years later.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
oh, my bad.
Vikash with 35 points. You're you're at number 5.
I made
you're-
some bad calculations here. Number one, Thunderbolts wasn't even on my list, and we realized that last time. And then I
Yeah.
didn't even know that Weapons was on our list, or else I definitely would have put that there. And then I overestimated like Jurassic World and Fantastic Four, which I mean, like I wouldn't say I'm glad that Lilo and Stitch made more money, but I'm glad that Superman made more money.
Right. Well, you just want. Can we even fault Vikash for wanting hope in the world by putting
Yes.
movies in his top 10
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Has Seth, you don't know the S for Superman stands for hope, man.
We're past that now.
Wait,
What do
we
you mean? I
abandoned
love
that.
Snack Snyder.
Snack
Snack
Snyder.
Snyder?
Snack
Snack
Snyder.
Snyder. I mean, have you seen him? That's Snack Snyder.
I mean, he's a big protein snack.
Heyo.
But-
right?
According to the summermoviewager.com website, like this is where we're playing the game. And what I love about that website, it's created by Dennis, and he actually calculates like everything. And he said that Vikash's single biggest mistake was putting Lilo and Stitch at 5.
Yeah.
And even if you put Lilo and Stitch at 5, that would only be enough for 49 points, which would get you to third place. So, but yeah, Vikash,
I will say the funny thing
do you
is
have any
all of
parting
my
gifts?
no. All I want to say is all three of my my dark horses. All three of them flopped. Ballerina, 28 years later, and then I forgot. Karate
Smurf.
Kids was on my Smurf
You
was
had
on my
Smurf.
list.
Yeah.
Karate Kids was on my list. I was like, I fumbled. I looked at the
Yeah.
market wrong.
Yeah, well, but like I said,
live and
we're all
learn.
winners here. We all love movies. We all watch movies. But
I mean,
Coming
I
in
might
at
not be here
number
next season. I
4.
don't know.
coming in number 4, Megan,
Mm.
with 38 points. I think this is the poorest you've ever done.
This is the poorest I've
Bro,
ever done, and I was.
Why are you
being
saying it
a-
like that?
Because I won the first year we did the summer movie wager.
Okay.
Barbie carried me because like the first time I was just like, no, Barbie is going to be like one of the top movies. And was like, nah, it ain't gonna
Good
be
for
the
you,
top
Meagan.
movies. And then it was like number one in the box office. I put in number two. So yeah, I was riding a high from that, and then I forgot. I didn't win the last year or whenever the last time we did it. But yeah, this is the worst I've ever done, and I'm really sad.
You did
Next year.
hit Lilo and Stitch at number 1.
I did hit
so,
Lilo and Stitch, so I'm really happy about that.
Yeah.
But
But looking at your list, I'm sorry. You had
yeah,
Elio in there.
yeah,
and
I
then
put.
Bad Guys
I was
2.
so mad when Elio flopped. I was just like, no.
Which is
Why?
unfortunate.
Yeah.
I really loved Elio too. So
It's good.
Yeah, I still
It's
need to
good.
watch it too, but I was really mad that it flopped because I was like relying on I think I just put too much hope on Disney family films this year. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
yeah, it is what it is.
The kids didn't show up. They showed up to, well, they did. They showed up to Lilo and Stitch, and that was it.
That was
Yeah.
it. And K-pop Demon Hunters, those are all the movies they watched.
And Demon Slayer. Don't
and
forget about
one-
Demon Slayer. Massive box office.
Before we move on to number 3, the person that came in third place, I will just say like one more thing about K-pop Demon Hunters is that seeing it in theaters was actually really lovely to see. Seeing kids kind of like going to the theater and dressing up as their favorite character and having glow sticks and just having a good time, just because this is like their Rocky Horror Picture Show. And seeing kids just like having a good time at the theater and not being disruptive and actually being a part of the theatrical experience, it really warmed my heart, my cold, dark, dead heart. But yeah, moving on to the top 3 people of our wager. Coming in third place, but he's currently driving right now, Seth Vargas with 41 points. Seth,
Hello. I'm here.
how do you feel about getting the bronze medal for your first appearance in the summer movie wager?
Feel nothing. I think I remember my list. If I recall, I put Jurassic World or Rebirth, whatever, Afterbirth, Stillbirth, Jurassic World, Abortion. I don't know what it's called. I don't care. I think I put it at number 1 because people like dinosaurs and they're generally stupid. And then I think maybe Superman, and I don't remember. But I will say it was fun messaging the group over the summer, never knowing what position I was in nor why I was there. And me being in third place should be a lesson to everyone that judging films by the metric of box office is the dumbest thing that you can do. And it means nothing and it's a total crapshoot. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's
Who's
my
going to remember
acceptance
in 100
speech.
years, you know?
No one's gonna remember like
Hopefully
next week.
not.
They're going to remember 3 Days of the Condor War.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like speaking of film history, thinking of 100 years, they didn't used to disclose box office. So if you look back to a lot of classic films, it's like, how much did it make? We don't know. We literally have no idea because they weren't running out into the papers being like, this just made $2 million. That's their business. You don't know how much McDonald's makes in Big Macs every day. Like, you know what I mean? And if you did, would you be like, oh my God, I'm so happy Taco Bell made $100 million this year and Burger King only made 50. Wow. It's so nice being a Taco Bell stan. Like, who the fuck cares? Anyway, this was fun. So I appreciated my time with you guys. And, third place, baby.
Third place. Woo!
So it's just you and,
And
me,
I like
Marley.
Taco Bell too. So Taco Bell's good.
I mean, I am a Taco Bell stan. Like, come on.
Right. Like
Right.
sponsor the
They
podcast.
brought back their childless menu items, like a few of
Yeah.
them. Have y'all
Yeah,
tried?
like
Yeah,
Where's my
why-
tostadas, though?
I stood
I'm
in-
joking. Keep going.
I waited for an order at Taco Bell for 45 minutes, and I was just, and that was the most miserable thing that ever happened. Well, I don't want to say that, but it was the most miserable thing that happened that day.
Well, speaking of the most miserable thing that probably happened is Kale Smith came in.
Jesus! You were
Well,
supposed to be my
let's wrap
friend.
up the evening tonight.
That's why.
I'm kidding, Kale. Kale, you
Okay.
came in second place at the summer movie wager with 53 points. I think you probably had the
You did a
most
great job.
impressive list. Like you were basically one off pretty much like everything. Like from 7 all the way to 1, you missed everything by 1, which gave you 7 points. But you came in second place with 53 points. So do you have anything to say about your second place victor?
I was so happy to realize in July that I was winning. Like, it was just like, yes, it's my moment. I like winners. I always have beginner's luck whenever I do a game, and then it's all usually downhill. So probably next year, unless the Odyssey completely bombs, I think next year we could probably really make it easy. Because but then again, we're a year out from, or less than a year out from the next summer, so we don't even know what all's going to come out or what people are going to be the most excited for. We've only seen teasers for the Mandalorian and Odyssey,
my
so
God.
I know I can't
And
wait
movies
for the
keep getting
Odyssey
moved all the time.
Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. Movies keep getting moved all the time. We were supposed to have next year was supposed to be the return of the Avengers, and now it's like Avengers Doomsday and Dune are gonna like have a Barbenheimer, I guess. So like crazier things.
I don't think the Odyssey.
Devil
And
Wears
the
Prada is
Arab
going to be
on
number
film.
1.
Because
okay, Vikash.
didn't they just finish filming the Odyssey?
They
Like,
did. They
yeah.
did.
A couple months. It's been a couple. It's been
And
at least a
Nolan's
month.
usually pretty good about like staying on schedule, like on like his like release dates. The only time he's ever moved a release date was because of Tenet and his COVID.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that little thing, COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I mean,
I
not
know,
to
I'm
make
just-
luck. Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, congratulations, Kale. Like, I feel like your only mistake was putting Lilo and Stitch at number 9, and
I
if
had
you put
no
it at number
faith.
1, you would have just destroyed all of us, to be honest, because it would have given you 84 points if you put it at
Jeez.
number 1.
Dang.
Well, I was thinking at the time, Snow White didn't work out. I felt like we were kind of reaching the end of the live action remakes being a hit, and God, I was wrong, and I wish I was. I wish I was right. I wished I was right back then, because yeah.
Didn't Snow White flop this year?
Oh,
yeah, it did.
Felt
It
bad.
completely bombed.
And I think you
Okay.
were going off of that, to be honest, because
W's in the chat.
because
W's in
you
the
were
chat. We dance on the grave of Disney.
because
Yeah.
I think that's what, because you saw that movie and you're just like, okay, maybe people don't want to see live action remakes, and then
And Disney was having a
We're
bad
all
year.
wrong. Yeah.
Like Disney was
But there's
having
like a nostalgia factor too with How to Train Your Dragon and Lilo and Stitch.
that
Oh,
was
yeah.
What's the
And
nostalgia
Morbid
factor on Snow
Curiosity,
White?
too.
They all in the grave already, you know?
Oh my god.
Seth, did you watch Snow White growing up?
did I
Okay.
watch Snow White growing up?
The answer is no.
No. I mean,
No
Snow
one
White,
has-
I've seen Snow White, of course, but I wasn't opening up my Disney clamshell and popping in my VHS multiple times.
I mean,
Exactly.
that was not.
See, Rachel Zegler was right, because she's like, hey, like, no, like, it wasn't her favorite, and that's what she said. And everyone is acting like, oh my gosh, no, why aren't you obsessed with Snow White if you're gonna play this character? It's like, dude,
Yeah,
are you
that was
obsessed
really
with Snow White? No one is obsessed with Snow White. That's like everyone's least favorite Disney princess.
Yeah, when
I know people obsessed with Snow White. They're not nice people, so
Yeah,
might
well,
say something about people.
well, here's the yeah. When I was a child, I did watch Snow White, and I watched Beauty and the Beast and Cinderella way more. I
Yes.
watched actual
Yes,
movies.
definitely.
You're awesome.
Yeah, Lion King. I watched
Mulan.
that way
Let-
more.
Let's not bring up
Mulan.
Lion King around Seth. Okay?
Pocahontas.
Oh,
God.
never mind. Forget what we've forgotten. We will not mention Mufasa. None of that. Okay, Marley, keep us going.
Yeah, well, before we reveal, well, if people are listening, there's 5 of us here. You probably already know who probably won. But I just want to give a quick shout out to the lone person in our pool that couldn't make it to the recording, so their list does not count. But David Weiser from Film Assessment, he had a grand total of 65 points. He dead hit F1 the movie and Lilo and Stitch, which gave him 13 and 10 points, and basically 2 through 7 he was one off. So he had a total of 65 points. So congratulations to David Weiser, but I'm sorry, you're not the winner, because the real winner is
It's the thrill of one more kill, the last one to fall. Who never sacrifice their will. Don't ever look back on the world closing in. Be on the attack with your wings of wind. All the gates will begin. And it's sweet, sweet, sweet victory. Yeah. And it's ours for the taking. It's ours for the fight.
me.
You know-
I won.
It was
Oh,
I.
really? I
Really? It
won't
was you?
know.
It was
I would have
I.
never
Um,
guessed. I can't believe it.
To quote Elle Woods from Legally Blonde, me.
Me.
All of you made fun of me for putting Karate Kid Legends at number 5, which I honestly thought
I'll
was
still
going-
make fun of you for it.
I'm still making fun of you because it's not gonna happen and never happened.
And you
and-
still
and-
somehow survived.
Which is crazy.
which is absolutely insane that I survived. I'm actually very, very surprised that I pulled out the victory with 54 points, beating Kale by 1 point, which actually
That's
makes me feel
crazy.
very, very good.
So you're gloating for 1 point?
1 point.
And that's what I do.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't pull it.
On a technicality.
Pause.
Like he's real John C. Riley, Talladega Night vibes today.
You know, we should really. You know what? I will say though, now that Marley's the winner, I'm really proud of David because he just came in, just gave us this list and dipped out, and then
Never
just
showed
became
up.
the fucking winner.
Exactly. Like
I mean, that's
a
true
G right
winnership.
there. That really is, right?
Didn't give a fuck,
Just
That's
peace
just like-
out. Peace out.
Anyway,
it.
anyway, Marley, congratulations, my friend.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Good job. Good
Thank
I
job.
mean, I
you.
don't know if we needed the show,
I'm
Oh.
withholding my congratulations.
What?
Good for you, Seth.
Seth is
Wow.
Seth is angry.
Oh
he's-
no, I am
No, stop.
I am at peace.
He's
I'm
at
gonna
one with the
meditate on
Force.
this tonight,
And
and
since I'm the winner, it is now my decision to force everyone to watch a movie of my choice.
okay.
I've weighed this decision. The reason why it's probably why it took us this long to record up to this point is because I was deciding whether I wanted to torture all of you, but
Oh my god.
I consider all of you friends, and it's been a tough year and a long
Marley,
year.
You
for a
could
lot
say
of
that
us.
we're all movie friends.
Whoa, that's a good title.
What do you?
Yeah, I know. Someone should make a podcast like that.
Roll
should
credits.
we? Since this is the Real Lovers podcast, should we go from friends to lovers?
Whoa.
Sure.
Whoa.
Whoa,
boy.
wait, whoa.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't know we were
Okay.
gonna do a challengers kind of thing here. Okay.
No.
We're not
This is-
gonna do a challengers thing.
Someone bring in that club music from Trent
Because
Reznor
it's not like a
This
throuple.
is a
What is it?
Challenger
It's a,
sequel because there's 5 people here, so it's like
yeah, it's 5 people here. Like, what kind of situation is that?
I'll be in
What
the
do you-
corner watching. How about
It's
that?
a situation.
oh my god.
Ay caramba.
situation?
But yeah, I'm actually just I'm gonna reward all of you guys because you're all my friends. I all love you. My God, you're all my friends. I love you all to death, and I love talking movies with you. So the movie that I chose, it's a directorial debut, or at least a theatrical directorial debut. It's,
Okay.
it's
Wait,
from
can
one
we
of my
guess?
favorite YouTubers. What? What's
Can
the
we
movie?
guess?
Sorry. Yeah, sure. Go.
No, I'm saying like give us a hint.
Yeah, it's
He's literally about to tell us.
It's a sci-fi comedy released in 2024. It's directed by a YouTuber, one of my favorite YouTubers. I've actually subscribed to him since YouTube first started.
Oh,
And the movie is
God.
called We're All Gonna Die.
I'm saying is, I
Tell me
don't
not
think
what we're... Never mind. Keep going. It's fine.
I don't think anyone expected the end of civilization to be so normal.
That's normal to you?
Well, it's just pissing, like we do.
Oh, I hate that.
When the spike hit, I spiraled out of control.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did.
I'm not going on a road trip with a total stranger who frankly seems a little emotionally unstable. So,
It's an hour and 50 minutes, and it's directed by Freddie Wong and Matthew Arnold.
Okay.
Oh.
You scared me for a second.
And you can rent this on pretty much any platform for $3.99. And we will record that episode sometime before the next summer movie wager. So
Time.
Somehow we will scrape enough money to watch this movie, all 5 of us. Between our living paycheck
It's
to
only
paycheck.
going to take us 8 months to do this, okay, guys?
Yeah.
I swear. Maybe
Mhm.
9, okay?
I'm going
Just
to
give me a
install
little
a
time.
payment plan.
See you in 2027.
but yeah. But before we close out, do we all want to just talk about like your experience in the summer movie wager? Because I enjoy doing this even though I don't care about box office either. I enjoy doing this because it's fun kind of predicting like what the masses are going to watch.
Well, this is our version of a fantasy football league. So,
Mhm.
yeah, no, you're right. And Seth is right. We should really not care about any of this. But it is fun to us to like, guess how the summer's going to go and then see it evolve and see things like, that we thought were going to be huge hits like Karate Kid Legends, completely, blow up in our faces. Meanwhile, Lilo and Stitch becomes the highest grossing movie of all time, But, like stuff like that,
Well,
keeps it interesting,
Is it a problem that I want joy in the world and that I want success for?
Marley, I could have told
Yes.
you like a year ago Karate Kid Legends was not going to make money. I
I
coulda
was
told you.
banking on a little bit of nostalgia, but I mean, I guess they got all Karate Kidded out on the what's the show
Cobra
Cobra
Kai.
Kai.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's everything. Yeah, it all moved to Netflix, which unfortunately that's where all the kids went to after Lilo and Stitch. They went all in on K-pop Demon Hunters.
But
So-
that's the interesting thing, isn't it? That the thing that went from streaming to the theater did good, but it's like the thing that was already in the theaters. But Cobra Kai was a thing where it's like, but it was like 5 seasons. You can get tired of something pretty fast. So,
Well, and it was
That's an
never like
interesting thing.
connected. Like they never
That's
really
true.
tried to connect those in a meaningful way in the marketing campaign. And Megan can probably chime in on this, but if you really want to market yourself and really want to like say you're part of this franchise, you probably want to connect to the thing that's actually a big deal.
Yeah.
And that so
but
you know.
it's funny you say that because Ballerina came out this summer. I had a great time with it in the theater, and I know a lot of people who like Van, Marley, our Van. He was like, "Why do you have to connect everything? Why does John have to be in this? Why do we have so many moments in this movie where it's like, hey, do you remember this? Hey, do you remember this from the this other movie?" And it's like, I see an issue with it also, but it's like it doesn't hurt me, but it does hurt some people. So, I mean, maybe just make original movies.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. And
Right.
like I said, my 2 of my favorite movies this year are original, or at least for the summer, are original movies.
Yeah.
Sorry, Baby, which I didn't talk about. That's another great original movie from the summer.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I heard that was.
And the
good.
movie that I'm making all of you watch, We're All Gonna Die. That's another original
That's
movie.
Original
sci-fi.
movie, self-produced. I think they put it out themselves, distributed it themselves.
Yeah, he actually
So-
put it on Pirate Bay, and there's an
Yeah, I know.
exclusive cut.
I'm looking
on
at a
Pirate
copy
Bay.
of it right now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Not on Pirate Bay, but just some
Yeah.
homies.
hey, I was in a movie.
Freddie
this
Wong's
summer.
he's a great creator, so I'm excited to talk about that movie. One more thing, would you guys would you guys do this again, like next year, or?
Yeah. Always.
Absolutely not. I'm just kidding.
As long as I win, I will do it.
Okay, so give me one. What's gonna be the number 1 movie next summer?
Oh, The Odyssey. Like what competition? What could be what? And look, I get like I said earlier. I know we're like months away, but still, like what how could the Odyssey, like, how could
It's
the
gonna be
Mandalorian?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm with Vikash on this one. It's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
They're gonna be
Because
neck
we're
and
finally
neck.
gonna have a good Spider-Man movie since like Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Y'all keep saying that every
Oh,
time with
God.
Tom Holland, and then it just like, and then it just doesn't happen.
Right.
But see, this time, I mean, we finally have a different director. We finally have the story in a place where it's not, the end of the world and Avengers and all this hoity-toity nonsense. Like, I hope they understand that. I mean, I hope Tom is all right. They might push the movie if, the concussion's bad, but which obviously they need to care about first. That's no joke. But, I mean, I think it's going to make a lot of money. The last one made a lot of money, but that was a lot of like nostalgia farming. And I feel like if you go back and watch No Way Home, was it right? That one, it's not as good as you remember it being.
Yeah.
I don't even know what else is coming out like next summer. to
Here,
be
I'll run you
honest.
down on some random things. I already said Devil Wears Prada 2. I mean, I'm a Devil
Ooh.
Wears Prada girly, I guess. Mandalorian Grogu. I love Jon Favreau, but like, what is that? Travis Knight is making Masters of the Universe. I mean, He-Man, I'm not interested, but like, I like Travis. Steven Spielberg's, he's not going to make a lot of money, but it's going to be a fun movie. Scary Movie 6 is not going to make a lot. Oh, Toy Story is going to be the biggest movie this summer. Toy Story 5. Let's beat,
No.
a car that's already
No.
driven off.
I
We're
don't.
going
I
to
don't
shoot it
think
with
so.
an RPG.
I am
Megan's
not
not
going
gonna
to make
bet
a
on a-
Disney or a Marvel film as my number one. I'm going to switch it up next
Yep.
year because.
Oh, yeah. I have a good one. Moana.
Yeah. Wait, what?
The live
Wait,
action remake?
Moana is coming out in
Oh
the
yeah,
summer.
that's. Stop.
Starring the
The Smashing Machine?
Gosh.
actually, I mean, there's some stuff to
But
be
it
excited
could.
for.
Oh, okay. Actually, yeah. I
I
might.
just edited this
I,
on a
I might
sour
put
note.
another Disney movie.
Minions 3 is coming out.
No.
I'd
Oh,
rather take Minions over
might
Moana,
actually-
honestly.
Yeah, me
Minions
too.
might actually do well because people are stupid.
Well, here's the thing about Toy Story
Oh
5.
my god.
Here's the thing about Toy Story 5. It's being directed by Andrew Stanton, who did Finding
who's
Nemo.
fantastic.
He's done Wall-E.
He did two
Like,
of my favorite episodes of Stranger Things.
Yeah, so he's no, I mean they got like one of the OGs to direct, this movie. So
Because
Oh,
they
yeah, the
wouldn't
last
give
movie
him
came
money
out
to
like
do
in
anything else.
like 2019, right? So it's been a while. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the reason why they did it, like little snippet, is the fact that what's his name, Pete Docter took over there after whatever that other guy's nonsense, and they need
Mhm.
movies that are cash cows. And Toy Story 5 is a cash cow that they're beating to death, and we don't need it. It's gonna be good.
We didn't need
But I
we
don't-
didn't need Toy Story 4 either.
That
That's
movie
what I was
did
gonna-
not need to win an Oscar. I think it did, right?
Yeah, I did.
That movie did not need to win an Oscar.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if it did or not. Let me check. Well, while y'all keep talking, I'll double check.
I know it was nominated.
I mean, the movie I'm most excited for is Spielberg, and David Robert
Yes.
Mitchell's making some movie
Mhm.
about dinosaurs on a street. with,
Flower Vale Street.
Anne Hathaway. Yeah. And they're making Coyote versus Acme comes out next summer.
That's
Next summer.
right. The highly
didn't win best-
anticipated.
Okay, so it didn't win Best Animated Feature in 2020, but it was nominated.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah,
But yeah. Seth,
ahead.
are you excited for anything next summer?
Scary Movie 6.
If he's still there.
I'm here.
I think we lost
Um,
Seth.
Seth?
wait,
Can you hear
shit, it did.
No, I will say just real quick, like they have the Wayans brothers coming back. I've never been more excited for a parody movie besides maybe Spaceballs 2, which is also coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey
I'm
guys,
so
correction. Toy Story 4 did win the Oscar, apparently.
See, I'm an Oscars fanatic.
But the
Oscar
list of
Griffin.
I'm in Oscars. I like,
But-
I look at it, but I don't.
but the list of 2019
think-
like nominations are pretty shitty.
Oh
So-
yeah, no, it was bad. No, the best year. Well, yeah, as far as the 2020 Oscars, yeah. Well, the best thing that come out of that was Parasite for winning Best Picture.
Yeah, but 2018 for animated, it was Into the Spider-Verse, Isle of Dogs, Incredibles 2. Like, what a list of movies.
Thank you everyone for playing the Summer Movie Wager. It's been a blast like always. But I'm gonna start with Meagan. Ladies first.
Gentlemen.
You can find me at Meagan's World. That is MEAGANZ World. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd at that handle. But you should follow my podcast and YouTube channel, Tea and Popcorn, wherever you get your podcast, and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to have more content on that. So, yes, definitely subscribe to those. And then the respective podcast, TikTok and Instagram on that too, because we need more followers on that. So yeah, Tea and Popcorn Pod.
Definitely do that. Vikash, where can the good people find you?
Cinema Pursuit Podcast. I mean, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter. You can find us anywhere. We have, 30-something episodes. Marley's on a lot of those. Or he's on like 3 of them. I think I'd argue that we have all good episodes, whatever we're talking about. We have a lot of great conversations about good movies on there. I still need to have Meagan on for Dreamgirls. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's in my head.
It's going to happen, buddy. I think we should do it next year for the 8th anniversary.
Book it in. There we go. Good idea.
Side note, the director of Dreamgirls has a new movie coming out next week. So maybe you could tie it in.
You talking about the Spider movie?
Yeah, Kisses the Spider-Woman. That's his new movie coming out. So, just an idea. Just an idea, but,
But yeah, check out Cinema Pursuit. And then you forgot another podcast, the Commentary Pod.
Oh, yeah, the Commentary Pod with Pat Brennan. We just recently interviewed Ben Mankiewicz, who hosts TCM. If you saw, he was tied up today on TCM. It was hilarious. But yeah, we do interesting things like that. We are doing a James Cameron retrospective between me, Alejandro X Potty, his name's Van, and Pat. So we're almost done. We have Avatar left, Avatar and Avatar Way of the Water. So plenty of fun stuff out there. A lot of episodes, just like, everybody else. What you got, Kale? Kale, plug something before I get nervous.
I actually, so you can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky at Movie Kale. This is where you can get all the information on the Youth Critic Podcast, which is my show where I talk about, current release movies such as, like Weapons, K-pop Demon Hunters, The Highest to Lowest, that kind of sort of thing. We have been on a little bit of a month-long hiatus. That's not because the movies are bad. It's just, been a very busy, September has been very, very busy for us over at the Youth Critic, mostly because we're trying to finish the Peter Jackson series on the other show I do, From the Top, the Ultimate Filmmakers Retrospective. So we are going to come back and finish the Peter Jackson season. And then, of course, we're going to start season 5, which Vikash has just finished his filmmakers retrospective. So my season 5 is James Cameron. We will start that in November. We will start that in November and, of course, conclude with Avatar, Fire and Ash. But yeah, thanks everyone. Well, first of all, thank all of you. And of course, Seth, if you're listening. But thanks Marley for running this and giving us the opportunity. And I cannot wait to see We Are All Gonna Die.
And Seth Vargas, where can the good people find you online?
Hi, this is Seth, the guy that was yelling in the episode that you just listened to. I'm the co-host of the Movie Friends podcast, and if you want to hear 2 people talk about movies, I know that's a real crazy idea. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram, Movie Friends Podcast, and anywhere that you listen to podcasts at Movie Friends.
But yeah, like I say at the end of every show, if people aren't annoyed with me by the end of any podcast that I do, you can follow me everywhere with the username at Marley Loves Movies now. Marley Loves Movies, where I'm talking about film pretty much everywhere. And you can also subscribe to this podcast anywhere where you listen to podcasts. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Marley Loves Movies, as well. Like I said, I'm very excited to talk about We're All Gonna Die. So, yeah.
All right.
But we'll see you all next year for the Summer Movie Wager 2026.
Next May or April, I guess, whenever we do
also, one more thing. I would like to thank Dennis again for the Summer Movie Wager website. He created that, and he makes it possible for us to do this. And then also the Filmcast, too, that really started this game and made it grow to, I think, 4,000 active users on there. So
nice.
Thank you to that podcast and Dennis that created Summer Movie Wager. But with that being said, let's keep watching movies, guys.
Yes, sir.
See ya.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Bye.